Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about selling your product to Wakefern ShopRite. So if you have a great consumer product that you think should be on their store shelves, this little training will give you some things to think about in selling to Wakefern ShopRite. So let's get started with today's training. So let's talk about Wakefern. Wakefern is unique in that they have a lot of different companies underneath them. So in total, they have about 329 supermarkets that they're responsible for. But they also are not just called Wakefern, right? They have stores called ShopRite, Price Right, the Fresh Grocer, Reddington Farms and stuff, which is unique, right? So some retailers just have one retailer that they're responsible for. In this case, they tend to have different segments and divisions and different names, and so it gets a little confusing and stuff for people. So one thing to think about is if you want to sell to ShopRite, for instance, their buying division can be different than the fresh grocer and so forth. So one thing that you can do is reach out to them, and if they decide that they like your product, you can get something called a vendor number when you receive a purchase order. So if you move forward with them, they'll give you something called a vendor number. And really what a vendor number is, it tracks you as a vendor. So every vendor has a vendor number. You can track what you send them and mail orders and deliveries and stuff like that. You are known as their vendor under your number. And so the way it works is that if they have different divisions, if you sell to, say, ShopRite and you get a vendor number, you can reach out to the different divisions that they're responsible for, Wakefern, and see if you can just talk to the appropriate buyer in the different companies and see if you can start working with them because you are already in their system as a vendor. So the bottom line is that when they are corporately owned by the same company, they basically share the same software. They share the same information related to vendors. And so the ShopRite vendor could conceivably call Wakefern and see if they can become a supplier there because they're already in the system. A lot of times buyers don't buy from you because they're too lazy. They don't want to fill out paperwork or whatever it is, or they're just too busy, or they don't believe that your product will sell. And so they don't want to fill out the paperwork. And it's not always lazy. They don't want to add any more paperwork to their business and so forth. But if you already did that work with one of their chain divisions and you're in their system, that is a very nice value add to the buyer because they don't have to fill out any paperwork and so forth. So technically the ShopRite buyer could be different than the fresh grocer buyer and so forth, even though they're owned by the same corporation. Anyways, I hope that provided value for you. If you want to learn exactly how to approach, pitch, and sell to retailers such as Wakefern, definitely take a look at our website, retailmba.com. You can definitely see our free trainings that we provide. We also have advanced paid trainings and live events and certification programs, and we work with people in the grocery chain mix as well as any other retailer. And so we really support people in every product category. Definitely take a look at that or subscribe to this channel. We're always adding new content, or please message us below and tell us other trainings that you'd like us to create. We're here to support you. Again, Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. I hope that provided value. Thanks so much.